Live from Easton, Massachusetts, I'm Justin Miller, here to broadcast actually 3 basketball games today. Starting off with the freshman game, we got a great matchup today between the Sharon Eagles and the Oliver Ames Tigers. So the first of 3, the second game today will be the junior varsity game. And then the third game, of course, we will get the varsity game between the Sharon Eagles and Oliver Ames. So a big-time day today. First game beginning at 9:30 in a matter of minutes. And then the JV game kicking off at 11:15, followed by the varsity game approximately at 1 o'clock. So coming into this game, both of these teams having very good seasons so far. Sharon comes into the game 8-1 on the year. Oliver Ames only has 2 losses on the season as well. So actually the winner of this game will be in first place in the Hockomock this season. So a lot to look forward to here today. Head coach of the Sharon Eagles is Larry Yaffe, and the head coach of the Easton Tigers is Coach Connor Bennett. So both these teams looking for a much-needed win here today as people as parents filing into the building right now, live here in Nixon Gymnasium. Once again, thanks for joining us here today. I'm Justin Miller. I'll be doing the play-by-play and color for all 3 games. As we're just getting ready to tip off here in a matter of moments, it looks like all Rams will be starting. Number 30, Daniel Casey. Number 11, Ryan Smith. Number 34, David Rogers. Number 14, Jake Willard. And it looks like number 11 as well. So Ryan Smith out there, Daniel Casey, David Rogers, number 14, Jake Willard, and getting ready, looks like to do the tip is going to be number 31, Freddie Hakaminen. Then for Sharon, we got number 40, Jaden Siegel out there alongside number 52, Liam Conway. Number 44 will be, actually his number is Zachary Wise. He has 2 different numbers, apparently. And number 44, so Siegel, Conway, Wise. Number 33 as well, Patrick Dykeman. And I'll tell you the 5th guy once I can see who his number is. The referee just checking in with the scorers table, making sure everything's all right. And number 21 looks like it's going to be Ryan Brown. So it's going to be Brown, Dykeman, Siegel, Conway, and Wise for the Sharon Eagles. And Smith, Willard, Hakaminen, David Rogers, and Daniel Casey for the Oliver Ames Tigers. So getting ready to inbound rather than tip off. It's going to be number 34 for Oliver Ames, David Rogers, inbounding the ball to the point guard. And we're just getting underway here. We play 4 8-minute quarters. Some man-to-man defense from the Sharon Eagles to start things off. As the first basket for Oliver Ames, David Rogers gets the right-handed layup to fall. It's 2-0 as the Oliver Ames Tigers take the lead. Sharon takes the ball up the court pretty fast. Man-to-man defense on this end. Jaden Siegel with the ball at the top of the key. Setting a pick is Dykeman. Siegel now to Ryan Brown. Ryan Brown with a couple dribbles to his left. Top to the pass of the key. And the referee is going to call a traveling violation. First turnover of the game. Oliver Ames gets the basketball right back. So thanks for joining us here once again. Justin Miller as Oliver Ames comes up the court very fast. Ryan Smith with some speed. Pass for 3. What a shot that was. Daniel Casey. Ryan Smith, the point guard, feeds it to Casey. It's 5-0 Oliver Ames early. Sharon hurries the ball back up the court. And that's going to be a steal. Another turnover as Ryan Smith gets in the middle of things again. Back-to-back turnovers for the Eagles. Ryan Smith up the court. This is Jake Willard for 3. Willard for 3 is good. Jake Willard and Daniel Casey with back-to-back 3s. That's going to force a Sharon Eagles timeout. It's 8-0 Tigers. What a start for the Oliver Ames Tigers. A quick 8-0 run to start this game off. Back-to-back turnovers from the Eagles. And just like that, Oliver Ames got things rolling early. Jake Willard and Daniel Casey back-to-back 3s. David Rogers starts the game off with a 2. And barely a minute into this game, and the Oliver Ames Tigers got the 8-0 lead that they needed coming out of this game. When you're playing for first place, you need a start early, and that's exactly what the Tigers did to start this game off. Once again, Sharon coming into this game 8-1. Oliver Ames only losing 2 games so far in the season. And it's going to force Larry Yaffe, the head coach of Sharon, to call an early timeout. And you always talk about starting early in a basketball game, and an 8-0 run 1 minute into the game is exactly what the Tigers needed. A quick timeout for Sharon as they're already back on the court. A couple costly turnovers to start this game off for them, and not how you want to start if you're a fan of the Sharon Eagles, a coach, a player. But now you got to get back to action fast and hope you can turn this thing around rather quickly. It looks like we did have one substitution. It's going to be Cam Sherman inbounding the ball for Sharon. This is going to be Ryan Brown, the point guard, trying to get the first basket of the game for Sharon. Brown with a pass to Liam Conway. Liam Conway around the key. Zachary Wise now down low. Nice pass into the paint. Number 21 up and good. Ryan Brown off the glass, and the Sharon Eagles come out of the timeout with their first basket of the game and one. The foul is going to be called on, looks like 13 for the Tigers. So after the made basket, he'll have one shot at the line. And that shot is good. So Ryan Brown, the first 3 points for the Sharon Eagles. Coming out of the timeout, looks like they drew up a little nice play there to get on the board. 8-3, Olive Rams leads this one. A nice spin move to get into the lane by Jake Willard. Willard passes outside. It's going to be a 2 inside the line. Missing an air ball is David Rogers. Trying to save the ball out of bounds, but unfortunately, Freddie Hakaminen saved it, and his foot was on the line, so Sharon's going to get the ball right back. A minute and a half in, 8-3. Sharon taking the ball up the court rather slowly here. Nice pass down to number 52. So Sharon with a couple substitutions. Liam Conway, the starter. That's going to be a pass to number 3. Ryan Brown, number 21. That's going to be a 3-point shot. Ryan Brown has the first 6 points for Sharon. And just like that, a nice 6-0 run. Olive Rams trying to answer. 3-pointer is no good from Daniel Casey. Here come the Sharon Eagles. They started off slow, into the paint. That's going to be a forced turnover. Freddie Hakaminen tipped it, and here comes Olive Rams on the other end. Back and forth we go early. Nice pass, but unfortunately to the wrong team. Here comes number 13 for Sharon. Gets stopped in the paint that time. A nice rush there by Cam Sherman. Sherman kicks it to Conway. Sharon trying to tie or take the lead on this possession. Trying to get into the paint. A nice little floating jump shot by Cam Sherman. Sharon answers with an 8-0 run of their own, and just like that, we're tied up 2.5 minutes into the game. It's 8-8. So after that timeout, Sharon is fired up over there on the sideline. Olive Rams see if they can answer here. This is Jake Willard. Willard to Ryan Smith. Ryan Smith to David Rogers. Some great man-to-man defense from the Sharon D. Into the lane. Here comes Rogers. Rogers with a tip pass. Back-to-back turnovers for Olive Rams, and Sharon gets the ball right back. Ryan Brown, he has had the early hot hand. 7 points for him. Into the lane, battling, trying to get to the basket. Shot is no good from Liam Conway. The save for Olive Rams. They get the ball back. Here comes Ryan Smith. Smith with a nice pass. Trying to get into the lane, but some great defense from Sharon. They changed the pace of this game very early, and just like that, they tied this game up. Ryan Smith trying to get the ball into the lane. A nice dump to Freddie Hakaminen. Hakaminen with a pass into the paint, off the glass, and that shot is good. Jake Willard with a layup, and it's 10-8 OA. So 8 points by OA. Sharon answers with 8. Olive Rams answers back with a 2. Sharon trying to answer with a 3 from the corner by number 21, Ryan Brown. And just like that, Sharon has their first lead of the game. And that's going to be a foul. Looks like a blocking foul on number 13, George Mather. So a substitution now. Olive Rams coming into the game. Looks like number 25 for the Olive Rams freshman, Lucas Riley, as Freddie Hakaminen comes out for the Tigers. Inbounding the ball is Rogers, almost a backcourt violation. Ryan Smith is forced to stop his dribble. This is David Rogers. Rogers between his legs again, man-to-man defense, back out top to Ryan Smith. Smith around the key, this is Jake Willard. Willard to Riley to Rogers. Great defense. Olive Rams is finding trouble getting a shot off. Ryan Smith, they only have 7 to shoot. Trying to get into the lane. Here comes the layup off the glass, and Jake Willard has an early 7 points for the Tigers. OA gets the ball back, but they get back very quickly on defense. Olive Rams is getting slow on the defensive end, as another basket is good. Cam Sherman, 4 points now for him, as things keep changing here early at Nixon Gymnasium. Back and forth we go. 1 foul called on each team so far. Jake Willard is the leading scorer for Olive Rams. He has 7. Dishes it into the paint. Almost a travel, but here comes Rogers. Rogers loses his dribble. Off the glass. What a shot that was. David Rogers with a, I don't know what that was, but whatever it was, it went in. A funky shot off the glass, kind of threw it up there. But the Tigers need to get back on defense. A wild shot is no good from Duncan Seaman. Olive Rams gets the rebound. Just under 3 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Olive Rams leads this 1 by 1. It's 14-13. Man-to-man defense. A wild shot was put up by Daniel Casey. That's going to force an easy rebound for the Sharon Eagles. Up the court and wide open in the corner. Kind of faking the shot there was Alex Vassalone on defense. No, excuse me. What a steal that was. One-on-one. Here comes Rogers. Rogers gets fouled, and he will get 2 shots. So Rogers strips the ball away from Jaden Siegel. Rogers has been very aggressive early for the Tigers. He will be shooting 2, trying to add on to his total. Already has 4 points in this game. Rogers trying to extend the Olive Rams lead as the first shot is no good. So a 14-13 early lead, 8 points to start this for OA. Sharon goes on an 8-0 run of their own. And ever since then, we've been back and forth here in the first quarter. David Rogers with his second free throw. That's going to go. So Rogers now up to 5 points. Jake Willard has 7 points. And Daniel Casey has 3 points. That's the 15 for the Tigers. Duncan Seaman now. Trying to find someone. 13 is wide open, but a block shot from Rogers. He's doing everything on both ends. And that's going to go off the foot of the Sharon Eagles. So the Tigers are going to get the ball right back. David Rogers, one of the early stars for the Tigers in this one. A couple more substitutions for both sides. This is going to be Jake Willard, though. Jake Willard driving in the lane, off the glass, and good. What a shot from Jake Willard. Gets it to fall and 1. Sharon had no answer for Willard on that end. He gets the basket to go. He will be shooting 1 shot, trying to extend this lead now to 5 for the Tigers. And that is not an easy shot. Gets the right-hander to go. So Jake Willard at the line. Misses his shot. Gets his own rebound. Some bad boxing out there from Sharon. Just under 2 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Man-to-man defense for both sides. We haven't seen that much zone at all. Lucas Riley now with the ball. Trying to drive it in the lane. Trying to go off the glass, but that shot gets blocked. And now Sharon hurrying on the other end. Here comes Jaden Siegel. Jaden Siegel with a pass that almost gets lost, but unfortunately for OA, they still got it. But that one goes off the foot of Sharon, off the foot of Oliver Rams, off the foot of Sharon again, and just like that, things are getting a little weird out there. It's going to be Oliver Rams' ball. A couple of lazy passes on the last couple of possessions, forcing some more turnovers now for Sharon. OA has the ball with 1:30 to go here in the first quarter. Ian Kelly now with the ball. This is Willard for 3. Willard for 3 is no good. That's going to be a rebound from Rogers. Up and no good. Misses the easy layup. Rogers gets the ball in the corner. Takes the 3. Misses that one. A couple of possessions there from Olive Rams that they'd like to have back. Sharon hurrying up the court, but that's going to be a lazy pass from Meeksel. Jaden Siegel now at the top of the key for Sharon. Siegel passing down low, trying to find the man. Wide open in the corner, a 2-point shot is good. That's going to be Rick Das. Coming off the bench, Rick Das cuts the lead to 2. 17-15, Tigers lead. OA trying to get a shot off. 43 seconds to go in a very entertaining and high-scoring first quarter. Step back, no, doesn't take the shot. Good defense by Sharon. Almost forces a turnover, but instead it looks like somebody got a hand on it for the Eagles. So the Tigers remain possession, 17-15 to score. Olive Rams inbounding the ball. The head coach tells him to slow it down a little bit. Doesn't look like they want to slow it down, though. That's going to be a beautiful pass. Rogers misses the easy right-handed layup. Sharon gets the rebound with 25 seconds to go in the first quarter. Let's see if Sharon holds for the last shot. They got 20 seconds to do it. Siegel at the top of the key. Siegel passes. That's the corner. Luke Meeksel. And that's going to be a backcourt violation. Another turnover for Sharon is going to give the ball right back to the Tigers with 14.6 to go in the first quarter. Very good early defense from the Tigers on these last few possessions. 13 seconds to go. Always going to probably hold for the last shot with 10 seconds. This is going to be Willard. Willard driving the lane. Left-handed layup off the glass is good. Jake Willard with 9 points. Sharon has 2 seconds to shoot, 1 second to shoot. Here comes the heat from 3 land, no good. That's going to do it for the end of the first quarter. Olive Rames out in front 19-15. A very entertaining, high-octane offense in this first quarter. And, man, Olive Rames 8-0 early lead to start this one off. Sharon answers with 8 of their own. And then OA and Sharon trading baskets back and forth a little bit. Olive Rames now not too comfortable, but they get the 4-point lead. 19-15 is your score. We'll be back for the second quarter in a couple minutes, but right now Jake Willard, David Rogers, and Daniel Casey doing all the scoring for Olive Rames in this one. Jake Willard leads with 9 points. David Rogers has 5, and Daniel Casey has 3 points to lead the Tigers. For Sharon, Ryan Brown, he has 9 points. Cam Sherman has 4, and Rick Doss, he has 2 points for the Eagles. So both teams, 3 players scoring for each team. A little 2-minute break here as we're getting ready to go back to action in the second quarter. It's kind of funny to see everyone still wearing masks, unfortunately, with all this COVID stuff going on. Everybody has to wear masks 6 feet apart. The chairs on both sides. Hopefully this mess is going to be over soon. But after this game, coming up, we're going to have the junior varsity game. Expected to tip off around 11:30. And then the varsity game, that's expected around 1 o'clock between the Sharon Eagles and the Olive Rames Tigers here today. So again, both of these teams looking for a much-needed win. First place is on the line here in the Hockomock division. Sharon 8-1, Olive Rames, they have 2 losses. And as you can tell there in that first quarter, both of these offenses fired up to go in this game. The defense is not as good to start this one off, but forcing a few turnovers on those last couple possessions for both these teams. So very interesting, very entertaining. As both these referees getting a quick breather along with both of these teams. Not too many substitutions in the first quarter for either side, but you know what? When you're playing for first place, you need your best players in the game. So looks like they both went about 7 or 8 deep in the first quarter. Sharon's bringing most of their starters back on the floor to start the second quarter. It's going to be Patrick Dykeman, Zachary Wise, Sam Rothman, Ryan Brown. Zachary Wise coming off the bench. So a couple starters, a couple guys off the bench, and then Olive Rames. They got their group back in, a couple of their bench players as well, a couple of their starters as David Rogers leading the charge for the Olive Rames Tigers. So here we go back to action now in the second quarter. OA up front, 19-15 is your score. Some zone defense out of the end of the first quarter for Olive Rames. We haven't really seen that so far in this game. Let's see if Sharon can score with this. Looks like it's a 2-3 zone for the Olive Rames Tigers on the defensive end, and that's going to force a turnover. So a very good move by the head coach, Connor Bennett. And just like that, OA is going to get the ball back up 4. George Mather up the court, man-to-man defense for Sharon. They've been doing that all game. Rogers with the ball now. Had a wide-open shot. Doesn't decide to take it is Lucas Riley. Rogers with the ball again. Rogers has been hot. Drives to the basket. He gets fouled. And David Rogers is going back to the line. David Rogers, man, he has had a very good game so far for the Olive Rames Tigers. Driving, taking the ball to the hoop. Good defense as well for him. So his first of 2 shots is in and out, unfortunately. Looks like that one should have went down. So Sharon with 2 people boxing out. Olive Rames with only 1. Second shot is up, and second shot is good. David Rogers now up to 6 points as OA extends their lead to 5. Still zone defense for the Tigers. Sharon looks like they're having some trouble. They just got to move the ball fast. Ryan Brown to Rothbaum. Back to Ryan Brown. This has been their best player. Brown to Rothbaum, back to Brown, playing some back and forth pass now. Here comes Ryan Brown again. Can't find a shot. Trying to drive the ball into the lane, and that's exactly what you need to do when a team is playing zone defense, but unfortunately, Liam Conway misses a layup that looks like it should have went in. The zone defense just bothering Sharon in this first minute of the second quarter. Liam Conway inbounds the ball. This is Patrick Dykeman. Dykeman along the key. Brown gets the ball back. They're going to have to shoot it. The shot clock was running down. They miss it, but Ryan Brown's going to get the rebound. Brown to Rothbaum. Back to Brown for 3. Off the rim and no good. Rebound, Rogers. Here comes Rogers. Just the start of the second quarter, a little more than a minute has gone by. Rogers at the top of the key, trying to set a pick for him. Rogers wants to take it himself, it looks like, man-to-man, driving to the hoop, loses the ball, and a turnover, but he gets his ball back. Block shot as Sharon retains possession. Rogers looks like he could have done a little too much on that possession, but either way, Sharon gets the ball back. It's going to be Meeksel across the court. Meeksel to Rothman, this is Brown. Liam Conway driving to the hoop. Looks like it should be a travel, and it looks like it will be a travel. As a couple more substitutions now coming in for the game for Sharon is number 23, Asa Logan, and number 43, Rick Das. So trying to figure out the zone, having some big-time problems. Owe driving the ball to the hoop. The defense for Sharon hasn't been bad, but Owe just made some kind of wacky shots. Some good man-to-man defense. Blocked shot. Zachary Wise decides he's going to block Owen Bourne, as Olive Rames will keep the ball. So Rogers going to inbound once again. Rogers will be inbounding. That's Ian Kelly. Ian Kelly with the basketball. Ian Kelly trying to drive to the hoop. Ian Kelly, again, taking it for himself off the glass and good. And that is a beautiful move by Ian Kelly. He's going to get on the board for his first 2 points of the game. OA extends their lead to 7. Olive Rames still in the zone defense, completely bothering Sharon. We were going back and forth in the first quarter. Olive Rames trying to take control of this game early in the first half. Trying to drive to the basket. They still can't find a lane. Rick Das trying to change that. Das to Ryan Brown. Brown can't find a lane. Ryan Brown's going to throw the ball away, but OA is going to get the ball back and throw it away themselves, and OA gets the ball back this time. 5 minutes to go in the second quarter. A wild sequence of events there. Three-pointer, a left-handed three-pointer. He has a left-handed shot. No good from Lucas Riley. Getting the ball back are the Tigers. George Mather into the lane. That's going to be a left-handed shot. That's going to be Owen Bourne. Owen Bourne gets it to roll. Olive Rames has their largest lead of the game. 24-15. It's a 9-point lead. A fast-moving second quarter. Not too many whistles. Wide open. Three-pointer is no good for Ryan Brown. That was their best shot they had in the second quarter. Trying to throw the ball up the court fast. Looks like it could have been a traveling violation, but they don't call it. Almost an 8-second violation as well. Ian Kelly's the guy bringing the ball up the court. This is David Rogers. See if Rogers tries to do it himself again. Spinning to the basket. Good defense by Sharon, but an even better pass by Rogers. Into the lane, Owen Bourne back to Rogers for three is good. Oh man, David Rogers from downtown. He has 9. OA extends their lead. It's 27-15. The zone defense completely annihilating Sharon. Sharon's going to get a fast shot off, and man, do they need that. Rick Das from the right baseline makes it 27-17. That's just a basket that it looks like Sharon really needed to have. They don't want this one to go away too early, man. All Rames starting to push away with this game. It's only 10, still plenty of time left, but if you're Sharon, you better step up your defense right now because Olive Rames continues to score. And just like that, an easy shot is missed from Owen Bourne in and out. Here comes Sharon on the other end. These referees must be tired, man. Only 2 of them. There's a pass that almost goes out of bounds, getting the ball right back. That's Ryan Brown. Ryan Brown leads the Sharon Eagles in scoring. As Ryan Brown's going to get the ball back. Tough defense, though, from OA. 8 on the shot clock to shoot for Sharon. 6-5. They better get a shot off. Three-pointer. He's not going to shoot it. I thought he had the shot off, but instead he decides to dish it off. On the other end, it's going to be Olive Rames missing a layup. Some lazy possessions by these two teams on the last 2 possessions. Sharon gets the ball back. They better hurry. They get it across court. Ryan Brown with the ball, trying to get it into the lane. That's going to be number 44, driving to the basket. He gets the shot to bounce in. Zachary Wise. Sharon, they've answered with the last 4 points, cutting Olive Rames' one-time 12-point lead to only 8 points. Rogers in the corner. Three-pointer is up. Three-pointer is no good from Ian Kelly. Sharon trying to go on a little run of their own before this first half ends. Ryan Brown, he's been quiet. in the second quarter, trying to get something going for Sharon. Passing the ball now. This is Patrick Dykeman. Around the horn they go. Into the lane. Zachary Wise outside to Logan. Back to Wise. Wise drives to the basket. Wise misses the shot. Tries to get his own rebound, and he does. Puts it up. No good, but he gets fouled. Wow, what a job that was by Zachary Wise, missing the shot. Realizing Oliver Ames couldn't get the rebound, he puts the shot back up, and just like that, shooting two is Wise. Trying to cut this to 6 now are the Sharon Eagles. First shot attempt was actually an air ball. A couple substitutions now on both ends. Looks like Rogers is finally going to get a rest. He well deserves it. Jake Willard's coming into the game for Oliver Ames. So at the line with his second shot attempt. Trying to cut this lead to 7. He misses it, but getting the rebound is Sharon. They're going to call it jump ball. Nice job getting his hands in there was George Mather for Oliver Ames. Possession arrow goes to the Tigers. 8-point lead for OA. 1 minute and 45 seconds to go here in the second quarter. Once again, we play 4 8-minute quarters here. 32-minute games. As that's almost a turnover. Matthew Reagan drives to the hoop. Kicks it outside. Three-pointer is up. Three-pointer is good. George Mather gets his name in the scoring column and in the box score. 30-19 OA, back up 11. Sharon trying to answer on this end. 1 minute 17 to go in the first half. Almost double teaming Conway on the baseline, and the double team works to perfection as that's going to force a double dribble and another turnover for Sharon. So Oliver Ames' biggest lead in this game was 12. It's currently 11. Only one foul called on each team, it looks like, here in the second quarter. Winding down towards 1 minute to go in the second quarter. Jake Willard, three-pointer is up off the glass and no good. Rebound, fight for the ball. 2 guys in there. For Sharon, it was Conway. Possession arrow goes back to Sharon. Jump balls on back-to-back possessions. Both these teams getting hungrier as this game moves forward. Sharon trying to cut it back to single digits. Passing the ball back and forth. 3 different guys along the baseline. Trying to get the ball inside. Conway gets the ball inside, throws it up there, gets fouled. He's going to have 2 shots. And I think if you're Sharon right now, you got to get the ball inside. Because right now, OA has been forcing them to shoot some outside shots, but when Sharon does get the ball inside, it's worked a lot better. And right now, they don't have too many options. The way things are unfolding here in the second quarter is the first free throw is missed. 30-19. Second quarter moving really fast. Trying to get this game back to 10. Both free throws missing. Unfortunately for Sharon, a trip that they needed to get at least 1 point out of, they can't get any. Spinning to the basket and 1. Jake Willard, what an absolute move that was. He's going to be a good one. Spinning to the basket, getting it to roll. And just like that, he gets 1 shot. Oliver Ames has their largest lead of the game. A 13-point lead now for the Tigers. Trying to make it 14 with a free throw here. Jake Willard already up to 11 points, leading OA. His free throw rolls in and out. Sharon gets the ball back. 33 seconds to go in the first half. Sharon is hurrying the ball up the floor. Three-pointer. They don't want to shoot it. They've had some open looks. Instead, it's going to be a forced turnover, and Oliver Ames is going to get the ball back, and they're going to call it travel. So 1 too many steps for Alex Vaselu, and Sharon's going to get the ball back. Head coach giving Alex some instructions there on the floor. As Conway inbounds the ball to the corner. Conway gets the ball back, driving to the hoop, off the glass, and good. Liam Conway gets his first 2 points of the game. 15 seconds to go in the quarter. Speeding the ball up the floor. Makes him jump. Jake Willard, a fake move. And just like that, that's exactly what he needed to do. Gets an easy foul call from one of the referees. 13 seconds to go now in the first half. OA trying to get a couple more points before intermission. Here we go. Driving into the hoop. What a shot that was. Freddie Hakaminen gets it a roll. 13-point lead, 3 seconds to go. Sharon needs to shoot. He gets it off, no good. And just like that, we have reached halftime. The score at the half, 34 for Oliver Ames, 21 for the Sharon Eagles. Very entertaining first half that was. Oliver Ames, they were up 14 at one point. It's a 13-point lead, and they really took control of this game here in the second quarter. Starting with an 8-0 run, Sharon answering back, and just like that, Oliver Ames building one of their largest leads of the game. It's 34-21, just a quick halftime here. With COVID, they just try to keep it pretty quick. They want these teams in and out of the gym. So only 3-minute halftime it looks like here. Both these referees getting some much needed rest here. Jake Willard and David Rogers leading the charge for Oliver Ames. Jake Willard currently has 11 points. David Rogers, he has 9 points. So they have both been really, really effective for Oliver Ames. Owen Bourne has 2, Daniel Casey with 2, Ian Kelly with 2, and Freddie Hakaminen with 2. And leading Sharon right now, 9 points for Ryan Brown. Cam Sherman has 4, and so does Rick Doss. And Liam Conway and Zachary Wise each have 2 points for Sharon. So right now, 34-21 just scored halftime. Once again, thanks for joining us here today. Nixon Gymnasium, live from Easton, Mass. I'm Justin Miller. A minute to go before the second half gets underway. Once again, I'll still be here for the JV game that follows this one, along with the varsity game. To close out this busy morning and afternoon, a very effective, really, first and second quarter. Oliver Ames, this offense looks really amazing. I mean, I haven't done any of the boys' basketball games yet this season. Did one of the women's games. But right now, this offense, you can see why these are two of the best teams in the Hockomock. And Sharon actually does have a better record than Easton, but if you're watching this game right now, you wouldn't know that. Oliver Ames came out firing, Sharon answering. Now both these teams have gone back and forth. 16 minutes to go. OA up 13 as the second half has just gotten underway here at Nixon Gymnasium. So let's see what Oliver Ames can do. Obviously, both teams switching ends. First shot is up and first shot is no good. Jake Willard. Sharon gets the rebound. Let's see what Sharon can do coming out of halftime. Making a couple adjustments. Looks like OA is going to remain in that zone defense to start the second half. The shot is up, getting his own rebound, driving to the basket, and what a job by Jaden Siegel. Jaden Siegel gets the second half started for Sharon with a basket, getting his own rebound. Some very good defense on this end from Sharon as well. This is Rogers. Rogers trying to start the second half the way he ended the first half. He misses, but a rebound by the smallest guy on the floor, Ryan Smith. Smith to Jake Willard. Willard stops his dribble. Someone better come to the ball. And just like that, it's David Rogers. Rogers trying to drive to the hoop. Kicks it out. Three-pointer is up. Three-pointer is good. What a shot from Dan Casey. Daniel Casey has 2 threes in this game. He's up to 6 points. Lead is up to 14 for the Tigers. Sharon still trying to figure out the defense. Around the key they go. This is going to be, what's the kickball violation, it looks like. So Jeremy Schoen there. And Jeremy Schoen will be the guy that's inbounding the basketball. Referee's counting down to 5 seconds. You don't want to get a 5-second violation on any of these. Oliver Ames with a tip pass. Jake Willard on the other end. Left-handed layup is good. Jake Willard causes the turnover, creating havoc on one end, creating more havoc on the other end. A 16-point lead. This is the biggest of the game for the Tigers. Everything is rolling right now for them. Just about 2 minutes into the second half here. Sharon better start scoring fast because it's going to be tough for them to come back with only 14 minutes to go. Just as I say that, Ryan Smith gets the ball, creating a turnover, and that shot gets absolutely rejected by Jaden Siegel. Oliver Ames creating a turnover on one end. Smith with a shot that gets blocked at the rim. If you're Sharon, you better tune in. You better be focused on the defensive side of the ball because right now, OA is scoring at will. Willard almost loses his dribble. What a good pass to get the ball into the paint. The shot up on the glass. That is good. Freddie Hakameaning using all of his height. 18-point lead. OA's biggest of the game. Things are really getting out of hand for the Eagles. Great defense. Sharon just trying to force the ball into the zone. The fake from the corner. Instead is going to shoot the 2. No good there that time by Patrick Dykeman. Getting the ball back is OA, but throwing the ball to Dykeman. In 1. That's going to be Ryan Brown. So a missed opportunity from Olive Rames, getting the rebound, forcing the turnover is Sharon. Ryan Brown found the basketball, and just like that, he's going to have 1 shot. Substitution now for Sharon. Patrick Dykeman comes out of the game, and coming into the game, Zachary Wise. If you're Sharon, you need some things to happen like that, because right now the offense hasn't really been clicking in the second and third quarters, and the defense hasn't really been either. But Ryan Brown with 3 easy points right there, getting this back to a 15-point game. Looks like all Rams taking their time on this possession. Now Jake Willard's going to speed things up. Fakes the shot with his left hand. Shoots it with his right, and that's going to be no good. Sharon gets the ball back. Ryan Brown now. Passes it on the baseline to Zach Wise. Rick Das Brown. Brown with a pass. 3-pointer is up, no good. Getting his own rebound, or at least trying to get his own rebound. Jaden Siegel loses the basketball. Willard goes behind his back, kind of like a Russell Westbrook move, loses the ball. Sharon gets the ball back. A 2-on-1 opportunity for Sharon on the other end. Throws it up, no good, but there to get his own rebound. Zachary Wise, very effective player so far in both these halves. And Sharon trying to inch closer. 41-28's the score. All Rams got to take care of the basketball a little bit better. And as I say that, that's going to be another turnover. A traveling violation on David Rogers. Back-to-back turnovers for the Tigers, and Sharon trying to inch a little closer in the second half. 4 minutes and 30 seconds to go. The zone defense. I wonder if they're going to go back to the man at some point if Sharon continues to score at ease inside. It's going to be interesting to see with about 12 minutes to go in this game. Faking the 3 at the top, instead going for the 2. Ryan Brown gets the 2-pointer to go, and if I'm Oliver Rams, I'd think about calling a timeout soon if this continues. Lead is cut to 11. Oliver Rams better take better care of the basketball now. Willard in the corner, 1 dribble, takes the 3, misses the 3, trying to get the rebound, but Sharon gets the rebound, and they're going to move up the court rather fast. 2-on-1 opportunity again. That's going to be a beautiful pass, but missing the right-handed layup is Jaden Siegel. That's going to force a foul, and Oliver Rams is lucky that this is not a single-digit ball game. 3:46 to go. Another fast-moving quarter. OA had the lead up to 15, 16 at one point. Sharon's had a much better second half so far. All Rams trying to make sure they don't get it too close. Jake Willard driving to the hoop. Great defense. Kicking it out. Rogers for 3. Off the rim and no good. But look at the rebound by Ian Kelly. He's going to get fouled, and he's going to get 2 shots. And that is exactly the way that Olive Rams needs to play basketball. Willard, one of the best players on this team, driving in the hoop. David Rogers getting a chance at a 3-pointer. No good. But instead, Ian Kelly there. And just like that, he's going to have 2 shots. Very effective player in this game so far. First shot is good, so Ian Kelly's up to 3 points in this game. Ian Kelly takes a couple dribbles, makes those 2 free throws look rather easy. The lead is back up to 13 now as a turnover by Sharon. Rogers turned the ball over, at least forced the turnover. Sharon back to man-to-man defense, and that's going to be a foul. A little too aggressive on the defensive side of the ball right there was Cam Sherman. And that's going to be the 3rd team foul for Sharon in the second half. Sharon obviously in their maroon jerseys, as Olive Rams in their white. This is going to be Rogers driving, kicking it out, driving the hoop, getting absolutely rejected, but they're going to call a foul that time. Looks like that could have been a clean block right there. The referee saw otherwise. In very aggressive basketball right now for the Olive Rams Tigers. Ian Kelly back to the line with 2 shots. First shot is up, and Ian Kelly is now 3 for 3 from the stripe. It's going to be a substitution now for Sharon and for Olive Rams. Coming out of the game is going to be Matthew Reagan for the Tigers, and coming out of the game is going to be David Rogers. Ian Kelly, 4 for 4 from the free throw line, and this lead is back up to 15. 3 minutes to go now in the third quarter. Sharon's just trying to get the ball in the paint any way they can. Great defense from Olive Rams. Moving their feet, continuing to move their feet, forcing a wild shot, and OA gets the rebound. Great defense. Ian Kelly is starting to play a terrific second half. Gets the ball. And he's going to kick that one out to Lucas Riley. Really no need to rush here if you're the Tigers. Just need to get good shots. Riley into the lane. Riley with a beautiful pass. Trying to get the ball back is Sharon, but instead Sue Doon for OA. Misses the shot, and Sharon gets the ball back. A wild cross court pass that time. And that's going to be a shot that goes off the rim. No good. OA gets the ball back, and it looks like it's going to be a blocking foul for Sharon. Both these teams starting to look really tired here in this third quarter. As the referee blows his whistle. Another substitution for Sharon coming out of the game. Freshman Patrick Dykeman, obviously all freshmen. So just winding down to 2 minutes to go here in the third quarter. OA leads this one. It's 45-30. Olive Rams with some of their bench players in the game now, making sure everyone gets some time. But Jake Willard remains in the game. That's going to be a forced turnover. Matthew Reagan throws the ball to the Sharon Eagles. Wide open for 3. Daniel Will doesn't decide to take it. This time Daniel Will drives to the hoop, puts the shot up, off the rim again, and no good. Getting the rebound, Jake Willard. Jake Willard now driving the ball, seeing if he's going to take it himself. Willard, spin move, right hand, right hand again. Puts the shot up, and no good, but he's going to get fouled. 2 shots to the star freshman, Jake Willard. He's on a mission here today. 11 points for him in the first half. 2 already in the second half, up to 13. First shot from Willard is up and good. 14 points now for Willard. 46-30 is the lead. And with this free throw, if it's made, a 17-point lead would be Olive Rams' biggest so far. Coming into the game for Sharon, it looks like Jeremy Schoen's going to be substituting for Jaden Siegel. Second free throw is up and good. Jake Willard gets both to fall. Olive Rams has their largest lead of the game. It's 17, 47-30. 1 minute and 23 seconds to go here in the third quarter. Live from Nixon Gymnasium. 3-point shot is up and no good, but getting the rebound is Sharon. Kicking the ball out. Trying to get it in the paint. Back outside this time. Some inside-outside. Great defense from OA. Confusing everything for Sharon. 3-pointer is up this time and no good for Sam Rothman. 1 and done. Go Sharon. Nobody wants to stop Willard. He gets fouled and 1. Jake Willard gets the rebound, drives the ball to the basket, off the glass and good. And that was just a bad job of Sharon getting back on defense. Jake Willard sees the wide open lane all the way down the court, and he takes that one for himself. Trying to make this a 20-point lead. Now it's 49-30. Sharon loses so far. Shot is up and good. So now Sharon trails 50-30, 20-point lead for the Tigers. And a little too aggressive on the defensive end that time. Lucas Riley. 49.5 seconds to go in the third quarter. Sharon trying to get a couple of baskets to drop before this quarter ends. Wide open shots that just, they don't want to take, it seems like. A couple shots in the lane. Defense continues to really annoy the heck out of Sharon. Another time, another chance they had at a 3-pointer to go. Inside, outside, great defense. OA, the shot is up, and the shot, it didn't go, but they're going to call the foul. Liam Conway gets fouled. Looks like he got hit on the hand. And Liam Conway is going to have 2 shots at the free throw line. Coach trying to instruct his players on the sideline not to foul in those situations, but I don't think it's really going to kill the Tigers. Liam Conway gets his first free throw to fall. It is now 50-31. One more shot now from Conway. Conway gets that one, but he doesn't get it to go. So the rebound for Oliver Ames, 24 seconds in the quarter. Willard aggressively driving to the hoop. Falls on the ground there. 50-31. 15 seconds. Driving to the hoop. They got plenty of time to shoot. Wide open shot is missed. And just really not a smart foul if you're Sharon. Missing the shot that time was Rick Doss. And deciding to foul Oliver Ames. And just like that, it looks like it's going to be 2 more shots for the Tigers, as they're now in the bonus. So 2 shots at this end is going to be Freddie Hakaminen. No, excuse me, Elias Soudain missing his first shot. Just trying to get this lead back to 20 again. 9.6 seconds to go in the third quarter. He misses his free throw, gets his own rebound, and instead they're going to call another foul. So it looks like he was holding Soudain that time. So he missed his first 2 free throws. Going to have a chance to make 2 more now. Sharon starting to rack up their fouls now as he misses the front end. So 19-point lead again for OA, trying to make it 20. Trying to get this free throw to go. Adjusts it. Gets the free throw to go. 51-31. 3 seconds for Sharon. 2 seconds. 1 second. They better get a shot off. 3-pointer, and that's going to be an air ball by Sam Rothman. Just like that, that's going to bring us to the end of the third quarter. 51-31 is your score. Oliver Ames in very much control of this game. The first quarter started, both teams going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Oliver Ames started to take control of the game towards the end of the second quarter. And they didn't look back in the third quarter either. Absolutely taking control of Sharon right now. And it's going to be very hard for them to come back. Down 20 points, only 8-minute quarters to go. It's going to have to be a miraculous comeback if you're the Sharon Eagles. Jake Willard and David Rogers continue to lead the charge for the Oliver Ames freshmen. Once again, first place on the line here in the Hockomock. It's going to be interesting to see if you see a couple reserves in the last couple minutes if the game remains out of reach. Sharon knows they're not out of it yet, but they better start scoring very soon. Ever since OA really changed their defense from man-to-man to zone, changed the complexion of the game completely. From an 8-point lead to a 10-point lead, all the way now up to 20. For Sharon, Ryan Brown continues to lead the charge. He had 8 points in that first half, and now he has 5 more. So he's at a very, very effective game. And really for Sharon, they've spread out their scoring otherwise. Besides from Brown, they've had 5 other people score, 6 in total. But Oliver Ames is getting everyone into the scoring column so far in this game. Already 8 players have scored for the Oliver Ames freshmen. Ryan Smith leading the charge. Very good point guard for them so far. Both these referees are ready to go here for the final quarter. So 10-19, there's going to be plenty of time between these games as only 8 minutes to go. Oliver Ames is trying to hold on as Sharon inbounds the basketball. Ryan Brown with the ball, trying to get something going. Siegel, and that's going to be a turnover. Jake Willard has a clear lane, but they're going to call a double dribble before he takes the shot. So he kind of lost his dribble there on that possession. getting a little too much out of control. Unfortunately, just didn't find the ball in time. So Sharon takes a couple of deep breaths after that one. This is Olive Ram's biggest lead of the game. Sharon moving the ball baseline to baseline. Instead, off the rim that time. It looks like they're going to get their own rebound. Olive Rams continues to harass Sharon. In the corner that time is Ryan Brown. Ryan Brown and Jaden Siegel. Siegel drives to the lane, takes the shot, no good. Everybody going for the rebound. It looks like it's going to go off Sharon, and that's going to be the call on the floor. Owe gets the ball back. A lot of fouls called in that last quarter. Willard takes the ball up the court. Passing to Casey. That's going to be a turnover. Here comes Sharon on the other end, stopping the dribble. Very good pass that time, though. Cam Sherman with a great read on that play. And are they going to call a timeout? Looks like, no. They're just talking things over at the free throw line. So it's going to be 2 shots after that pass from Sherman. 2 shots for Conway. Liam Conway gets his first free throw to go. Last 2 possessions for Olive Rams, getting a little lazy there. I mean, you have a 20-point lead entering the fourth quarter. You just got to slow the pace of the game down a little bit. Make sure you remain confident and keep that lead right now because it's 19. And as Conway gets that free throw to drop, it's 18. 51-33. It all starts on the defensive side of the ball, and Sharon better pick it up here. Stopping the dribble is Willard, but a beautiful pass and a missed opportunity on that end for Olive Rams. Sharon pushing the ball up the court fast. Back to man-to-man defense that was for a second, but Owe goes back to zone. The zone defense works to perfection, forcing a turnover in the hands of David Rogers. David Rogers stopping his dribble, making the defender look silly. Making the defender look silly again, and he's going to get fouled. Unbelievable dribbling that time. Cam Sherman fouls Rogers. Kind of making him dance on that end of the floor. So David Rogers now inbounds the basketball to George Mather. Mather dribbles the ball up the court. Rogers now. A beautiful cross-court pass down low. The shot is good. Alex Vaselu. He gets his name in the scoring column. The 9th player for the Tigers to score. It's back to 20 points. 5-on-1 defense for Oliver Ames, making life very tough for Patrick Dykeman. Sharon remains in control of the basketball. Across the court they go. Great defense there. Ryan Brown passing the ball to Siegel. Siegel back to Brown. Corner 3-pointer is up. Corner 3-pointer is good. Patrick Dykeman, the man that almost lost the basketball, gets his first 3 points of the game. 53-36. Trying to answer on the other end from the corner. No good. Losing the rebound. This time is Oliver Ames. In my opinion, that was a little bit of a rushed possession for the Tigers, up 17. 5:34 to go. Another substitution now for Sharon. Coming out of the game is Liam Conway, who has 5 points. It looks like that was number 44, Zachary Wise, coming into the game for Sharon. 3-pointer is up and no good that time for Ryan Brown. Getting their rebound, though, with Sharon, but instead almost throwing that away. Ryan Brown finds the lane. Right-handed shot is no good. Getting the rebound are the Tigers. Daniel Casey passes to Rogers. Watch out for Rogers. Here he comes. Man-to-man defense, almost losing his dribble. Rogers throws it into the lane. Spin move. Shot is up. Shot is no good. Everybody fighting for the ball. Sharon gets the rebound. 5 minutes to go here in this game. Heaving the ball across the court. Sharon trying to hurry it up on the offensive end. Throwing the ball to David Rogers. Rogers across the court. Layup is no good by George Mather. A missed opportunity on one end for the Tigers. Owe trying to get the ball back with some good defense here. It looks like another substitution into the game. At least coming into the game for Owe. Driving to the hoop. Up and under. Throwing the ball. 3-point land. No good. Getting the rebound. Putting the shot up. Jaden Siegel gets that one to go. 53-38. 4 minutes, 20 seconds to go in a very entertaining here in Easton. Owe slowing it down a little bit. Jake Willard with the ball. Sharon head coach is yelling out he wants to see some pressure from the defense. It was once a 20-point lead, now it's a 15-point lead. Jake Willard with a rebound. Jake Willard with a dribble. The pass to the top of the key, no good. Rogers there, gets the rebound, throws it up, no good. Here comes Sharon. Owe better get back. Driving to the hoop, gets fouled is Zachary Wise. He will get 2 shots. So the good news for Sharon is they're not quitting yet. Trying to cut this from 20 to 13 now. Fighting till the last minute, both of these teams. Zachary Wise with a couple of dribbles. Puts his shot up, and that one's going to roll out. Almost a wholesale substitution for Sharon. About 3 or 4 guys entering the game now. Trying to keep these bodies fresh as we go down the stretch here. Zachary Wise now. Trying to get the second one to go. And he misses both free throws. The 15-point lead remains. Sharon looks like they're going to do some full court press defense. That's going to force the ball to roll around the court wildly. The call is a jump ball. It should be Olive Rams basketball. So Sharon trying to survive these last couple minutes, trying to get closer and closer into this game, but it's going to be very hard with only 3 minutes and 30 seconds to go. Too much pressure from the Sharon defense results in a foul. They're going to have to foul David Rogers there, and for the rest of this game, you're going to assume this defense is going to be tighter than ever. Rogers inbounds the ball to Willard. Man-to-man defense. Willard's losing the ball that time. He's going to get back on the defensive end. Some sloppy possessions from the Olive Rams offense. Sharon puts a shot up in the corner. Three-pointer is no good. Rebound Olive Ramsey. There's no reason to really rush things. But Rogers is going to say, you know what? He doesn't care. He's going to throw the 2-point shot up, and no good that time. What a rebound, though, by Elias Sudan, and kicking the ball out. But again, another turnover. I don't know why they're rushing things here. A 2-on-1 opportunity for Sharon on that end. Gets fouled, going to the line. Cam Sherman, a very aggressive player on the offensive end, and he's going to have 2 shots. So Olive Rams with 2 or 3 possessions, just rushing things, getting a little out of control now, and Sharon trying to cut this back to 13. First shot is no good. So Olive Rams looks like they're going to be substituting almost everybody out of this game. A round of applause from the Olive Rams faithful here. Just under 3 minutes to go. Obviously going to be very hard for Sharon to come back and win this one. Cam Sherman's shot is no good, but getting the rebound is Sharon, putting it up and rolling out. Olive Rams touched that one last, so the ball is going to remain with Sharon. Second game scheduled to tip off at 11:15. Still 2:49 to go in the first game here. Once again, thank you for joining me here today. I'm Justin Miller, live from Nixon Gymnasium. Another turnover for the Sharon Eagles. As the Tigers get the ball back, throwing the ball across the court. Owe with a 3-on-2 opportunity, driving to the hoop, almost kicking the ball up, but instead throwing the ball off the rim that time was number 21 for Olive Rams, and Sharon gets the ball back. Sharon trying to hurry. A 3-on-2 chance, kicking the ball outside. They slowed the ball down. This time they're going to speed it up. Three-pointer is up and no good that time. Looks like that was Ryan Brown, as Olive Rams with some very tight defense. Sharon remains in possession of the ball, but the bad news for them is there's only 2 minutes and 19 seconds to go in this game. Olive Rams trying to figure out a way to slow them down on the other side of the ball, and they've done that all game. Right now, things have gotten a little sloppy, though, unfortunately. As always, trying to get the ball up the court before the 8-second violation happens. Jake Willard driving to the hoop, puts up the wild shot, no good. Sharon gets the rebound, and here they come. Here comes Ryan Brown, driving in the basket. That's going to be, they're going to call a jump ball. It looks like that was the call, and it is. And Olive Rams should get the ball back. And that was the call. Some very good defense on that end. Ryan Brown has definitely been the best player for Sharon. He had 9 points in the first half. They kind of slowed him down, though, in the second half. Olive Rams having a little bit of trouble getting the ball up the court. That's going to result in a Sharon turnover again. Sharon gets the ball back. Shot is up. No good. Trying to get the rebound, and Sharon is all over the place right now. Three-pointer, top of the key, wide open. The three-point shot is good. Daniel Will gets the three-pointer to go. The lead is now 12. Olive Rams is having some major trouble getting the ball up the court. And that's going to be a foul called. A little bit of surprise they didn't call a timeout, but only a minute and 23 seconds to go in this game. The bad news is for Sharon, it looks like they're going to lose this game, but the good news is they are fighting till the very end. Very great defense. Sharon. Olive Rams just trying to kick it out, but again, it's another turnover. Here comes Asa Logan. Logan in the basket. That shot gets rejected, almost going out of bounds. Sharon gets the ball back. Two-point shot is good. Luke Meeksel this time gets the two-pointer to go. And just like that, the lead has been cut in half. At one time, a 20-point Olive Rams lead is down to 10 points. As it looks like Sharon actually called that timeout, but either way, there is no fight in the Sharon team. From 20 points to 10 points, 53 to 43 now. Olive Rams just trying to figure out a way to finish this game off strong. Very early tip-off, obviously, here today on President's Day. 9:30 we got underway. Next game, 11:15, then the varsity game to finish off a busy morning and afternoon. As Olive Rams trying to get the first win of the day. But right now, things have just gotten a little sloppy here for the Tigers. Sharon doing a nice job with full court defense, turning the ball over. And it seems like 3 or 4 possessions in a row. And if you're Olive Rams, you're just going to make sure you get the ball past half court, kick the ball out. There's no need to rush things right now because you're up 10 with a minute and 9 seconds to go. And you have this game in your control. So just trying to finish the game off the right way. They got started with that 8-0 run. It looks like it could have been a runaway. It did turn into a runaway for a while here, but Sharon they're showing no quit at all, fighting until the very last second. So a minute and 9 seconds left. Olive Rams better find a way to get the ball past half court. Ryan Smith, very tough defense from Sharon. Olive Rams gets the ball up the court, and they do this time effectively. But every chance they get, Sharon is double-teaming Olive Rams. Instead, the foul is going to be called. A much better job this time by the Tigers, getting the ball past half court and making sure they don't lose control of this game. Matthew Reagan inbounds the ball. 52 seconds to go in this game now. Olive Rams is just going to try to bleed this clock out. But guess what? Another turnover. Sharon forcing another turnover. 40 seconds to go. Three-point shot is up. Three-point shot is missed by Sam Rothman. Olive Rams trying to fight for the rebound, but Rothman gets his own miss. Rothman kicking that out. Three-pointer. That's going to be an air ball this time by Luke Meeksel. So Sharon with 2 great opportunities. On one end, they can't get either shot to go. Olive Rams inbounds the ball, losing control of the ball and turning the ball over again, but instead Sharon turns the ball over. That's going to be a travel. Things have gotten sloppy in these last 2 minutes. Olive Rams inbounds the ball to Ryan Smith. Ryan Smith is fast, dribbling the ball up the court, losing the ball up the court. Asa Logan with the ball. Asa Logan with a beautiful pass. That's going to be Daniel Will getting the ball back. Sharon with a basket. It's a single-digit game, but there's only 13 seconds left. So kind of a wacky change of events here at Nixon Gymnasium. Sharon continues to battle to the last second. 53, 45, but there's not going to be enough time left for Sharon to come back unless something crazy happens here. But Olive Rams they're having trouble taking care of the basketball, unfortunately, right now. In this quarter right now, 3 fouls committed for the Tigers, 4 fouls committed for the Eagles. As Sharon's back on the court rather quickly now. Olive Ames just got to inbound the ball 1 or 2 times. And you got to assume the way Sharon's playing right now, they still might foul a couple times, but it's pretty much in their control. 53-45 is your score. Olive Ames trying to get first place in the Hockomock division. As Sharon only has 1 loss on the season, but it looks like Olive Ames is going to hand them loss number 2. Inbounding the ball is Matthew Reagan. Reagan finds Smith. Sharon double teams him. Are they going to foul? They're going to decide not to just yet, at least. Olive Ames gets the ball up the court. They're going to kick it out. 3 seconds to go, 2 seconds to go, 1 second. And just like that, Olive Ames is going to hold on and win this basketball game by a final score of 53-45. A great effort by Sharon. Once a 20-point lead for the Olive Ames Tigers. Sharon trying to come all the way back, cutting the lead to 8 points. But that is all it would be. 53-45 is your final here. Jake Willard and David Rogers leading the charge for the Tigers. Olive Ames takes first place in the Hockomock division, handing Sharon their second loss of the season. So a very entertaining game. But Olive Ames holds on, wins this game by 8, 53-45. Once again, thanks for joining us here today from Nixon Gymnasium. I'm Justin Miller. We'll be back in a little while, 11:15, for the junior varsity game between Sharon and Olive Ames. Thanks for tuning in. We'll be back in a little while.